go sit by the lake and paint. So the Impressionist paintings are some of my favorite ones, and I'm going to show them to you. So the first one is by a man named Degas, and he's my favorite painter. Degas again.
It's on the other side of the back.
Oh, goodness. It's been a lot today. Okay, so here's a Degas. It's my favorite. He's famous for painting ballerinas. See what I mean about like soft lines, a little bit blurry, maybe a little bit romantic? Okay, and then we have a man named Claude Monet. You guys sit with me. He's famous for painting two things. These are caricatures. A caricature is where they pick one part of someone and make it like really big. Like they might give someone a really big nose, as you can see in this picture. I don't know if Picasso's one. I think he's more of like a modern artist, maybe not an impressionist. But then, oh, don't worry, we'll get to that one. Here's another Claude Monet. See how it's kind of blurry? You can tell what it is, but it's not super crisp. And Claude Monet is also famous for painting water lilies because he lived in a house that was surrounded by water. And then here's my favorite impressionist painting of all time. Maybe you're still. Alright, there's one more French thing that I want to teach you. It's an old French acting style called Del Sarte. Can you say that word?
Del Sarte.
Okay, so Miss Keaton's going to read us a story, and I'm going to help you act out the way Del Sarte acting is supposed to be. Alright? These pages are mine. So you're going to start reading right there. So we're going to pretend that Miss Keaton is Del Sarte. Okay? You guys are going to follow me. Stand up. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to have you do it, and then we'll sit down and see if you can figure out what the acting style is. Ready? Here we go.
My own story begins with my love of the theater and the pain of losing my voice to the ravages of improper training. Hesitating, but hopeful, I embarked on my life's work. I thought, studied, and scrutinized the peasants in the fields and the city folk as they went about their daily lives. I saw their hopes, their deepest fears, and their most joyous laughter. I codified my findings, my new theory, and presented it to the world. Many actors of the day were hostile, fearing that their stars would fall if the natural science of acting took hold, making believable performances possible even for actors of meager innate talent. The human body is divided into parts that best express the physical, the mental, and the emotional. I formulated the law of correspondence, that all parts of the body must work together to express the emotions. Rather than presenting a contorted face, floating above a body, now observe our young, Now observe our young actors demonstrating the natural ways of expressing embarrassment, boredom, wicked glee, innocent joy, confusion, fury, and disgust.